How's it going, everybody? My name is Joe, and I'm going to be reacting to House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 6. And before we continue, please subscribe to the channel and like the video.
The Golden Tooth is honored to receive you. 500 fighting men. We are ready to march at your command, my lord.
Tell my brother we are ready to march.
He dares to summon me.
My brother's army is strong, but it does seem to
I am the
surprise me
Prince
that
Regent. Damon's dragon will become the least of his worries. We will make an alliance with the Triarchy.
You cannot mean to treat with the free cities.
What has come of our letters to the Greyjoys?
They have been to no avail.
We to invite these alien raiders into our waters so close to King's Landing. We lost much at Rook's Rest, as you well know. We would do better to await the High Tower host.
It's a fortnight's march to Harrenhal. I'll fly out to meet you when the time is right. I see we're all agreed.
But
Remind
overconfidence
me of your place on the small council.
of his life, and I have been a counsellor to Aegon.
Capably so. Father's dead. That need is ended. You are no longer obliged.
Neither of which is to be
I
desired in a
release
king.
you of your seat.
Have the indignities of your childhood not yet sufficiently been avenged?
You have the gratitude of the crown.
Bring him forth! Sir Stephen Darklyn, your grace.
I have lost Princess Rhaenys and her dragon, and I must not go to battle myself. And I see now that to do that, I need more dragon riders.
There is Princess Rhaena. Then who could do it?
You. That the Darklyns and the Targaryens had some common blood.
What are their reactions?
Could it be possible?
Your Grace honors me beyond what I deserve.
I do not compel you to do this. To claim a dragon, you must also be prepared to die.
Yes, can I accept it with gladness?
Then perhaps the gods will favor us.
Heir for a day.
You should have been at my side.
Laughing with the whores and lickspittles. And everything I've given you, you've thrown back in my face.
Old place.
Are you mocking me?
Sit!
To what end?
To mine, perhaps.
Are an agent of the High Tower rabble.
Your king is on his guard.
Yes.
You aren't going to bid me farewell?
There's something wrong with me.
The ghost of Harren the Black moaning his curses from Kingspire Tower? When something does not please you, you run. You are not the player, but a piece on the board. You struggle to see there's an anger that blinds you. Viserys never wanted it himself, if you recall.
If you have any counsel for dealing with the River Lords, I'd be glad of it.
Tully's wisdom has kept their river houses in line for centuries. Rivermen are made of mud.
I need help, Alice.
In 3 days' time, the winds will shift.
Man, I wonder if this is going to be successful or not. Oh, coming over. Which one is this?
Pyri. Pyri.
Lakiri.
See smoke.
Rebas!
Doheres. See smoke.
Oh. Really, terrible.
This ship will sail in a few days' time. I wish you to sail with me as my first mate.
Bosun, there are more experienced men at your service.
You are a fine choice for this post.
An order or a request. It's my lordship commands.
Bit thin, isn't
It's
it?
either that or the fish. Eat with it.
Oh, it's our old girl.
can stomach it, lass. They were well paid. And well fed, too. There is to be another revel on the morrow with dancing. The royals would never countenance me speaking about their bounty. And his rightful heir denied her seat.
And news spread pretty quickly.
Sea Smoke has fled Dragonstone, and Sir Stephen was it. We may yet retake.
It is my fault, I think, that you have forgotten to fear me.
It was worth the risk. Sir Stephen went willingly.
And who will be so foolish as to try, after hearing what befell Sir Stephen?
The small folk of King's Landing are listening, and they
need someone to blame.
When it does, Aemond will put it down with force.
That will make it rise the hotter.
Then let us see to our plan.
Oh, that sucks.
They haven't run out, have they?
Nothing.
And of course.
We want meat!
There is not food enough in the city, and their anger is rising.
Rhaenyra the Pretender who ordered the gullet closed and left them all to starve.
It does occur to me that your grace has yet to name a hand.
Do you take me
Yes,
for a
mate.
fool? Every king needs a hand. I'll make it your responsibility. You towed to fetch him.
All right, bring back
You're
Otto.
late.
That's good.
I has regained consciousness this morning, stronger than I thought.
Not happy news. I'll see my brother alone.
Can you even talk?
What do you remember? Nothing. You challenged Meleys. You're in the most capable hands, Your Grace. Seems my brother has a long recovery ahead of him, Grand Maester.
Some of us must serve in smaller ways. None of this is your fault. I know it's difficult, but it...
And what could have caused that? Was that sea smoke?
Prince Reggio has answered your letter. He'll be most pleased to shelter and their half-sister.
You misled me, my lady. There is a large dragon in the Vale.
Rumor of it began shortly after the war, but alas, wild. The gay abandon will take you to Pentos.
Lord Corlys has chosen to raise you up.
Don't want my men to get the wrong idea.
And just like him.
You saved his life. The Driftwood throne.
We spend the whole of our lives in the shadows.
So you belittle your great opportunity.
Stop wasting your life waiting for something that'll never come.
It was a bold attempt. I admire you for it. They say you struck Lord Bartimus today. The household is abuzz with it.
I have tired of being protected. And the symbols of authority are not jewels and gowns, but the shield and the sword.
Will you lead us to war yourself? We will still never match the strength of the Green Armies. We need Daemon.
Our gift is sent.
Let us hope for clouds over the Blackwater tonight.
His confused face. Targaryen banner. This is how she's gonna turn the Smallfolk, huh?
You said it improved.
His mending may be long and painful.
And what will he be if he lives?
Damn, don't even know.
There has been no word from Sir Otto. House Beesbury has raised arms against the High Tower host.
I'm sorry. I wish to give you my blessing.
My thanks to the Queen Dowager.
I wondered if you've heard from Father.
I've heard nothing. Otto Hightower is ever resourceful. We'll send news when there is news to send.
My son Daron.
Does he not write to you? 10 and 6 now.
Lost son.
And a feature in the fancies of many a young lady, I'll wager.
Was it the court? Was it their mother?
Sure you did your best.
I shall pray to the warrior for your safe return.
This one stopped singing.
That catcher's dog.
Rhaenyra ships. Ships! She thinks of us even now!
Go, go, go!
Oh, give it to me!
Damn.
We must leave. Now.
Damn, that's good.
And the Queen's to the wheelhouse!
There's the Queen of Fishes!
Oh.
Not the Queen Rhaenyra!
No! No!
Ooh. Yeah, what are we supposed to do now? Oh, my God. Good plan, Massaria and Rhaenyra.
Only the Grand Maester instructed me to.
Your Grace, you've already written yourself into legend. He's bound your leg, but you will never run again, accusing a member of our household of casting malign spells, and they will underestimate you. This will be your advantage. Your brother rules in your place now.
That's what he here.
David, she's gone.
I'm sorry. You needed me. I'm here now.
Your Grace. Lord Grover is dead. Only been ill, of course. There was not more to be done.
Very well. Thank you, Alice. Game and act. That was so scary. Oh. Oh, jeez. I guess it kind of makes sense.
Your banners were carried from the ship into the city. I thought you'd be pleased.
I do not think I can win this war with Daemon at my side. He was everything I wanted to be. Carefree, dangerous. We were halves of a whole. I fear what he may now do. In either case, I have lost him. And I have no army.
You have the Valarian fleet.
How will I rule a kingdom when my own son doubts me?
You have me.
Maybe another service.
It was my father. Had his pleasure with me. Evident that his seed had taken root. I cannot bear children. For to myself, I would never trust another. I believe you are meant to be queen.
That story, you want to get it on?
The Dragon Sea Smoke has been sighted flying over Spicetown. He has a rider.
Rhaenyra getting her hands dirty. Alrighty, that was episode 6 of House of the Dragon. And man, yeah, there was a lot going on here. Whether it was at Dragonstone or King's Landing, there was a lot of movement. So I guess we could start with King's Landing, with Aegon still recovering and is getting visits from some of the members of the small council here. And the first of note is Aemon here, who's, hey man, I'm warning you. You better watch your back. You better not be saying anything. Just remember, you approach Meleys. So we'll see how that turns, because as we saw later in the episode, Lord Larys comes over and lends a helping hand for Aegon as Aegon asks for the help. So we will see where that goes, because yeah, Larys, to my understanding, will probably learn the truth about what happened. And then from there we have Alicent, who lost her position on the small council and is later with Helena praying, and is getting like almost ambushed or and attacked by the Smallfolk. And throughout the whole episode, the Smallfolk were they were complaining, revolting, basically because there's been no food being imported into the city, and the knowledge that everyone in the Red Keep being well fed, all of their goats or whatever is being taken for the dragons. So the Smallfolk could say they're feeling a little rowdy, a little rebellious. So as they see the ships being sent from Rhaenyra, the gifts that Rhaenyra and Mysaria planned were well received, and kind of caused a little scene and almost taking out the guards and Alicent and Helena. So luckily they were able to make it out, but not so much for the guards that were told to sheathe their swords. And lastly, with the Greens, there was the mention of Daeron, who was the last son that Alicent had, to which we haven't gotten any confirmation, any note, like what happened to this kid, because in the books, to my understanding, I was just told that she was supposed to have another kid, and now we know that she does, and the kid is 10 and has been living elsewhere and not at the Red Keep. So I don't know if I was misunderstanding or not, but was there incestuous stuff there? Was the kid with the brother or what? Who was the dad for Daeron? Please let me know in the comment section below with what you think. I'm assuming in the book, obviously it's known, which I'm assuming is Viserys, but yeah, let me know in the comment section below what the answer is. But back at Dragonstone, Rhaenyra still feels disrespected. She showed a sign of strength through the slap of one of the small council members, and she just feels disrespected throughout, whether it's through her son and just not knowing how to fight. She feels like she needs to prove herself, kind of similar to what Aegon was feeling earlier in the season here. And luckily, through Mysaria and their plan, they were able to gain the way of the small folk and improve the reputation of Rhaenyra and her cause. And it kind of led to them just making out, possibly leading to them getting it on. Unfortunately for them, they were cock blocked. But that is very interesting that was happening, because obviously she's been with Daemon all of her life, and then Sir Krista before that. I guess Strong as well. But we'll see. We'll see what that means in the future. But yeah, a lot of discourse with Daemon. She doesn't know if Daemon's true alliance is still with her. But I'm assuming we'll see next episode after sending the other dude to check in on Daemon. And there's only 2 more episodes left. And the last important thing on the Dragonstone side was trying to find a new dragon rider for Sea Smoke. Unfortunately, for that one night, he was burned alive. As we were kind of hinting at throughout the season, the dude that Sea Smoke apparently approached is one of Corlys's bastard sons, maybe, and it has to be a Targaryen. It can't be with the Rhaenys. So I don't know. I don't know what the lineage is or who could that be. But my understanding is because Seasmoke's original writer was Laenor, obviously the son of Lord Corlys, and because of that bloodline, possibly that's why it works to take over as the writer for Seasmoke. But from what I was reading, just generally about the dragons, that the original writer needs to be dead. So I don't know if Laenor just killed off screen or whatnot. But yeah, very curious. Rhaenyra went out to check in on her own, and then that's just how the episode ended. So I'm hoping we get that resolution early next episode. And with that said, that is all I have. So if you have any questions or theories, please leave in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the reaction, please like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.